All right, everyone. Hey, sexy biz babes. We are going to be pretty much doing the sexiest, juiciest podcast to date. And I have one of my friends that is actually pretty local to me. I wish we could do it in person, but she's a little bit too far away in LA. Here is Stephanie Pappas, and she's a sex and relationship coach. So go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yay, I'm so excited to do this episode with you. I'm a sex and relationship coach. I specialize in the erotic blueprints, and I love helping heart-centered singles and conscious couples just create a juicier love life.
Whoop whoop! And then we're going to go into all the juicy things. So blowjobs, threesomes, sex toys, booty play, maybe some other things. We're just going to let it flow and have a good old time. So I hope you guys enjoy this episode. So first of all, we're going to talk about blowjobs and just maybe share whatever comes on your mind and maybe some juicy tips. So how do you usually like to do blowjobs?
I love a good blowjob. I think my favorite thing about blowjobs is doing it for my pleasure. So literally, the only thing I'm thinking about when I give a blowjob is like, how good does this feel to me? So I am like licking and sucking in a way that like feels so fucking amazing on my mouth, and getting like really sloppy with it. I don't know. Like, I'm all about the sloppy blowjob.
Yes. Ooh, girl, I'm already getting excited over here. I'm like, this is juicy. Plus, it's in the daytime. So that is one thing I like, because I like day sex. I like in the day with the lights on, having fun, spontaneous, maybe a work break or something. So that's my favorite.
I love it. I love morning sex. The best.
Yeah, the best?
Yeah, it's so good.
Why would you say that?
I always have to brush my teeth first, but like, I love a good morning session.
Yeah, morning sex is great. Unfortunately, mine is usually like half awake. I'm just like, oh, okay. And then I wake up to it and then it's great. So it like wakes me up. It's great.
Amazing.
I would say blowjobs. I've actually done a blowjob podcast, and I think one of the biggest ones is like what you said, is enjoying it for you.
Yeah.
And so you kind of have to go in with that mindset of like, this can be pleasurable for me and him. And when I enjoy it more, he's going to enjoy it more. And I think that goes for sex too. It's like the more that the woman is having fun, the more that the woman is pleased, the more that the man is. Like, he can feel your pleasure. He can feel what's going on down there.
Totally. And it's like you get in this like juicy like zone of like, you can feel all the fucking energy flowing, and you're just like in this like sexual soup, and it's like, woo. Yeah.
Ooh, I like the sexual soup. That sounds fun. Oh, and that made me think of, we just met recently, a friend of Stephanie's, a friend of a friend, and I think that was the big missing part, was her turn on, her enjoyment.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, she didn't enjoy the sex, she didn't have sex frequently, and it's because she wasn't doing it for her at all.
Right. Yeah. Like, literally faking orgasms and being very performative with it. And I'm so happy we like talked to her, because she's like, I'm never doing that again. And like, she's super excited to like find her pleasure and like get it like when she's with a partner. So I'm super excited about that.
Yeah, ladies, do not. I'm literally getting the chills. This is meant to come out of me. This is what's meant to tell all the ladies. Do not lie about your orgasm. Do not fake it.
You are doing a disservice. All these fucking men are walking around and they think that they know how to fucking give women orgasms, and they fucking don't. Because
they don't.
All of them are fucking faking it, and they think that they're fucking incredible. Oh my God, totally.
Makes me heated. So one thing that I remember is, I remember one time a guy finished so quickly, and he went and left in the bathroom, and I was like, hello? Like,
like,
hey,
hi, I'm over here.
over here. And he's like, oh, you finished. I'm like, oh, I did. When did that happen? I think it was like 3 minutes. And when in the world did I finish? He was like, oh, I've never had a woman complain before. You came, and I was like, I would know if I orgasmed. I would know if I came. I'm not lying to you. And maybe you should start focusing on women more.
Yeah. Oh my God, Tia, train them. Yes.
Yes, that's what I told her friend is like, if you can't do it for yourself, try and think of all the other women that he's going to think that he's this macho great man and
Mhm.
like think he's this great guy, and then you're literally doing a disservice to you, a disservice to him, and to all the women after him. So that's kind of what I think is I'm like, I can be a little bit of a bitch right now. I'm going to call this guy out, call this fucker out, and then maybe he will learn himself. Maybe not, but possibly he might like, maybe I haven't given any women orgasms.
He's probably not going to think that, but like maybe he'll be a little bit more attentive in the future.
Or conscious or
Mhm.
something. My
Yeah.
goodness.
It's
I've
so funny.
met
So, like,
so
just to kind of tell you about how you might know, because I actually did a survey about this to kind of ask the men and be like, okay, like, how do you know if your woman has an orgasm? And I got some really great answers. So proud of some of you men out there. But one of them was like, you know, because she's literally, her pussy is like convulsing and shaking, and you can feel it like literally throbbing. Or you ask her.
yes.
And I think those were like the top two. And I think those are both amazing ways of how you know, because you can definitely feel it. And you can definitely ask her and check in.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that we need to be doing a lot more during sex is like talking and making it fun and playful and checking in and like, yeah. So
Yeah, and you guys, there's 7 types of orgasms, or maybe there's more, but what I've found and done my research on is there's 7. There's like booty, there's cervical, there's the cervical one, I believe, is the one that's like the pulsating on the inside of your vagina.
yeah,
There's
and the G
squirting.
spot.
Yeah, so there's a bunch of different types. So you may not know, like, it's not always just liquid. There's the squirting, that's pretty obvious. And then the convulsing, that's pretty obvious, but there's also like clitoris and other types that are also just as juicy and good. And
Mhm.
so yeah, checking in with your partner and being like, how is this feeling? Or what do you like? It could be before, after, during, like all
Yeah.
of the juicy stuff.
It's so funny. Like the more talking during sex for me, the better. And like, you know, I love some like psychological kinky play as well. So like throwing in some role play in there. I'm literally obsessed with daddy daughter. I'm like, I don't know what it is. It's like triggering for some people, but it's like it's just so fun. It's so naughty and it turns me on so much. Just like gets me
You're
going.
like, feeling it now. I think that's so good. Yeah. So people in long relationships, like it's normal to mix things up and to change it. And the one that excites me that I want to do is like that you're a stranger, like meeting them in a bar again, and then maybe
Mhm.
being somebody else and acting a little bit different in the
Yeah,
bedroom.
that's fun.
So I want to try that one. That's my next one on my to-do list. And I'm
You
like,
haven't
oh,
done that
what
one
if
yet?
I haven't done that one. I
Yeah.
think
Oh my God, I'm
maybe in a
excited. You got to do it.
yeah, maybe in a past relationship, but I haven't done that like recently. So I want to try that one. Or like, I don't know, a role play of, I don't know, maybe like he's a teacher or something.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, it sounds fun.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know. I guess if I could go into like more about blowjobs and like my other favorite way to give a blowjob is with another woman and having a threesome blowjob. It's amazing.
Woo! Okay, so I'm currently seeing somebody, and that's his like favorite, his dream. He loves it. He's gotten it with me, he's gotten it with other people. He's gotten it actually one time with, okay, maybe I shouldn't say this, but nobody knows. But he's had it like a foursome before, and he's like that
Uh-huh.
was his like ultimate thing.
Yeah,
So, ladies, if you could even just do that someday and you can enjoy it for you too, like that's like blow their mind.
right. And like literally like making out with the girl and then like having it just like be this super hot blowjob and it's like make out and blowjob, make out and blowjob. And it's like so fun.
Ooh, that sounds fun. I want to do that. Yeah, and ladies, that's like number one thing for like threesomes or playing with new people is do it for you and have fun. Make sure you're into
Mhm.
it.
Yeah.
Especially don't bring someone in that you're not into or that's gonna create jealousy, gonna create problems. Like make sure you're into it. Don't do it just for somebody else because you're doing another disservice to you and the other person. It won't be as fun. It will end up drama. I've had drama in a threesome before and it's not fun.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever had drama,
Uh,
but I don't know. I'm like usually drama free.
yeah, that's really good. She really is. I've joined a threesome and yeah, the girl kind of got a little jealous, even though we were really good friends, and it just was uncomfortable to me. It was
Mhm.
like, okay, well, bye.
Yeah. I guess I would say if you are doing it like with your partner, like with your boyfriend or your husband or whatever, just make sure that the two of you are constantly checking in with each other as well, just because like things can come up throughout. So just making sure that like you're giving each other that attention and appreciation. So same thing with just like checking in during normal sex, but like checking in even more during a threesome to just make sure that everything is going smoothly.
Yeah, and it's okay if things get risen or like what I mean by that, brought to the surface. Like maybe you're not used to being jealous and something comes up. Like be like, this is okay. This is okay. I just need to talk about it. But also tell your partner or whoever beforehand, hey, I'm not sure what's going to come up, but let's like have a conversation, set boundaries ahead of time, what is okay and what isn't, whether or not you're wearing condoms. I mean, I recommend being safe,
Definitely wear
especially with
condoms. Yeah.
new partners,
Yeah.
but like have those boundaries set out so it's not like gonna interrupt the flow and the fun. So you can like, okay, we're gonna do this, like this is off limits, this isn't. Maybe like have like, I don't know, like check backs with each other, like to see like, okay, like this is okay, like make sure you're getting good eye contact and checking back and that you're both okay. And then some people sounded like you've done this before where you kind of talked about it afterwards. I kind of
Mhm.
recommend that if you can. What do you think?
Yeah, having some like integration and like just seeing like, yeah, what came up and like then what you're excited for next time. Literally, threesomes are my favorite way to have sex. Like, I don't know, I'm obsessed.
I love it. She's in LA, so I am a little bit jealous. I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty envious that she's in more of an open area. People are more adventurous, and I just feel like I'm kind of stuck in this little Newport bubble. But we've had some fun in LA
Yeah.
and fun parties and stuff like that.
Yes. Oh my God, play parties.
Yes. So maybe we should share some fun stories. So I will share one.
Okay, tell us. Yes.
I'm really telling this to the world. I don't know. Okay. I would say my best sex, best threesome experience in my whole
Oh my
life
God, I'm so excited.
was after a play party in LA. I usually go by myself or with girls. I usually go with girls. I think I've never gone with a guy.
Oh, that's so funny.
I just realized that. Okay, so I've never gone with a guy. I've only gone with women. And I just am going to say this for my own things. I've actually never had sex with men at a play party. It's just hasn't happened. That's not why I go. You don't go to this place and everybody's just always fucking. It's kind of like more of a
Yeah.
party.
People think it's
And
like literally like a free for all, and it's like not like that at all. It's like a regular party, but like with super sexy vibes and like performers and ambiance and like then you are meeting very like-minded people who are like in the lifestyle and then you can have sex if you want to, but like yeah.
yeah, and it's actually even more, I wouldn't say regulated, but what would you say for like
People
consent?
are
Like
more conscious and mindful and like consent is just of the utmost importance. So yeah.
yeah. Whereas you'd go to a club and there's going to be guys like grinding on you, grabbing your ass,
Ugh,
making you
I can't do
uncomfortable.
it anymore.
Yeah. And then whereas this is more like you have to have consent, they can ask you, like it's known that you have to do that to be able to go to these. And then like me and Steph, we go to like these VIP ones, the ones that are regulated. There's certain people in, they have to make sure and vet them. It's not just this gross skeezy thing.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, so back to the story. So, we went with 5 ladies. This was so fun.
I was there, right?
Yeah, you
Okay.
were there. Yeah. So we were there. I just met one of her friends. No names here. We're not going to share anything. But we were just with about 5 ladies. It was really fun. Should I share the part where we walked into the room?
Yeah, share the whole thing.
Okay. So so as the night goes on, people are drinking, there's shows, people start getting hornier, people start going to bedrooms. There's some people that don't, but we went into this bedroom where people were already having fun. There was probably like 3 couples, maybe 4. They were scattered. And we go in with 5 ladies, all sexy. I'm pretty sure most of us were wearing like sexy lingerie. And we just kind of like drop on the floor and just make this like sexy puddle.
Literally just a puddle of like fucking each other.
Yes, so like just a puddle of us all playing with each other. We're all bi and open and we all know each other. And then one of the ladies, we just really vibed. We had like super chemistry and I was like, "Oh my God, it's like exactly like my style." And so afterwards she's like, "Oh, we should join up and have some fun with this guy." I was like, okay. And then when we did, we kind of just took it as we went to a pool, had fun. And then, oh my gosh, we just started touching and playing with each other. And it was so more juicy and organic, like you said, like a sexy soup. Like she was doing this, I was doing this, we were kissing this, here, there. We both did a blowjob. She like ate me out. We both had so much, it was lots of soup and wetness and take
Yeah.
turns.
Yum.
Yeah. So
Amazing.
that was my favorite.
I love it. It's the best when you can feel that fucking energy. It's just so good.
Yeah, and we were just so similar kind of, and then the guy was really cool and respectable and like, I mean respect as in like me personally, I don't like anyone pushing my head anywhere. I don't like to be pushed into things. I don't like that. So when it just flows and like we're kissing, she's kissing, no jealousy, I'm on top, she's on top, like no jealousy, no like struggle and like comfort. Like they already knew what they were doing. They were already okay with things. I was the third person, so making sure the third person feels comfortable and then just like organic all over the place, bed, floor, couch, so much fun.
I love it. That's so hot. I'm like really obsessed. I think I'm like getting wet right now.
I'm like, oh my goodness, I am very juicy. I'm like, maybe I should make a dick appointment for lunch.
Yeah, and I mean, like, sometimes, I guess, with, like, the forced blowjob thing, like, some people find that is, like, such a turn on, and it's, like, so hot for them, but, like, I'm definitely with you on that. I'm not into, like, super rough or, like, forced things or, like, yeah. I like to be very sensual and, like, yeah.
Yeah, and I like a little bit of dominant. I feel like I'm like a baby BDSM. Like I like a little. I don't like it to where it really hurts, just a little. And I don't like anybody like jamming my head or bossing me around too much. So I don't know what to call my kink. It's just a little BDSM.
Yeah, it's just pushing the edges just enough for you.
Just a little bit. Yeah. Do you have any other little kinks that you might want to share?
Well, I think that that's like my biggest one right now is the daddy daughter. And I'm kind of all about more of just like the energetic sex. So like kind of bringing that tantra aspect into it. I really feel energy so much. So like I love being able to like send and receive the sexual energy. So for me, it's like combining that with like the kinky play is my favorite.
I love that. I love that. So what she's talking about, you guys can actually go check out one of our past episodes if you guys want to know what this is, what we're talking about, is the blueprints, the erotic blueprint. So energetic, kinky, shapeshifter, sensual. So like if you guys can go check it out, you guys can learn more. I'll put a link in the bio actually, so you guys can go check it out.
Awesome.
Cool. So I'm actually a shapeshifter. So one problem with me is I just always want more. I literally always want more. I want this and stimulating here and here and here and here. And like, I just want more, and it's never enough. And I've talked about this to like a person I've been seeing. And yeah, it's just like, I always want it mixed up. I want it different. It's kind of like a struggle, but yeah, that's the shapeshifter.
But that's why shapeshifters are so much fun, because like they create so much variety and it's like never boring. So it's amazing.
Yep, that is one thing he does love. I'm like, okay, let's mix it up here. I'm bored. Let's do something else. Okay, like let's bring someone in.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Play parties are my literal favorite. I just like, that's like my preferred way to go out. Like, honestly, I don't even like want to go out anymore unless it's like to a play party. And just like being with like-minded people that are in the lifestyle and like just free. It's like so freeing.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I'm actually going to one this weekend, which it's the first one back since COVID started. And they're being very safe about like everyone has to get tested and then quarantine before the party. So we all know that like no one has it there. But kind of crazy, but I'm like so excited to get naughty. I think everyone is like itching to get some juicy play. I don't know. Yeah.
I am so envious right now. I'm a little jealous. It's not a good thing, but I am. I'm itching to do something different right now and have
Oh,
some
I know.
fun. Ah, so I'm jealous. So what is a play party? I know that some people listening may not know. It's more
Yeah.
like, yeah, why don't
Yeah.
you
Go
tell?
ahead.
No, I want you to tell.
Oh, okay. I mean, a play party is just, it's basically a sexy party. So it's a party where sex can happen and, you're going in like lingerie and sexy outfits and you're meeting people that are all like there and they're open-minded and, a lot of couples go, a lot of single ladies go. So yeah, it's just really fun. That's my preferred way to go. There's a lot of different styles of play parties, but for me and Tia, we're both bisexual women. And so we love having like the more ladies to play with and then also having men there. And it's just so juicy and fun.
Yeah. And there's some in LA and different areas that they're very more strict. You're not going to go in and just be like creeped out. I really like the one that we go to because the guys are wearing tuxes, the ladies are all dressed up, we're in like penthouses and nice events that are themed. I really like the themes.
The themes are so
Halloween.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah, they're so fun. So you guys get all dolled up. And the girls don't have to be in lingerie. You could wear a pretty dress all night. The guys can wear their tuxes. And then it's just kind of like a party.
Except for me, I just like show up in my trench coat and then I take it off and I'm like, woo! Now I feel like myself. I'm in my lingerie. It's like my favorite way to be.
Yes, I remember when I first started, I had like a skirt I wore, or I think I wore a dress first, and then I took off the top, and then I
Yeah.
had a skirt, and
I was
then
like, babe, just come follow me. I'll just take off derobe as soon as I get there.
yeah, and then now I'm like, okay, I'm all dolled up. I'm gonna take off my cute robe or whatever, and then just flaunt it, and those are the fun times. You're just
It's
like,
so
yeah,
fun.
hi,
Yeah.
yep, I'm pretty much naked.
Oh my God. We have way too much fun. I love it.
We do. I love it. Oh my gosh. And then I think one more things that we were going to bring up is like sex toys. And I know you're kind of like trying to resensitize yourself, but what's your favorite sex toy?
Yeah. So, I mean, just to shout this out to anyone that might be listening, I did way too much with the vibrator. So I'm like cutting myself off from the vibrator right now so that I can get like I feel like I numbed myself out. So I've actually been doing so much like self-love and self-care and been doing yoni massage. And I'm actually like this week I've been giving myself orgasms like literally every day with my fingers. It's been amazing. And then I've also been using this yoni wand. So this one is a G-spot yoni wand. So it's like has that little bit of a curve shape. So it literally just like hits your G-spot perfectly and you can massage it. And that's actually where you get your squirting orgasms from. So a lot of women like end up being numb in that area too. So like they can actually reach in and feel their G-spot, but it doesn't feel like anything. Like it doesn't feel pleasurable. It just feels numb. So it's really good to just kind of like massage it, use something like the G-spot yoni wand to like start getting the sensation back. And it's possible to get it back, and it's literally possible for every woman to have a G-spot orgasm. Like you can have one for sure.
Ooh, love that. That's where the squirting comes, you guys.
Yes.
And see, I have mine. I have my rose quartz wand.
I
I
love
love it so much. Maybe I'll put in the link like something that they could go check out if they do have a numb pussy, and that way they can like inform themselves. But yeah, this is so good. I still like vibrators because I don't use them a lot. I actually don't use them, so I feel like I've been pretty good. But this has been reawakening my vagina even more. I've had more pleasure. I've been more opened up during
it's
sex.
insane, right? It's like, oh my God. Yeah.
It's like the guy has noticed. The guy's like, oh, wow, you actually, you're having so much fun and you came during, so I used to not be able to come, like, have an orgasm with penetration. Yeah. And so I have been now. And I think it's because I've been reawakening my pussy and touching it. And there's, I'll put your de-armoring thing in the link.
Yeah, I actually have a course. It's called the Crystal Wand Yoni De-armoring course. So it's an online thing. So we can just like attach that here if anyone wants to get it.
Yeah.
But I was going to say something. I was going to say, if you are a woman that can't have an orgasm through penetration, this is like the perfect way to start like getting there, because you're really going to start releasing, like a lot of times it's a lot of emotions that just need to be released from your yoni. And then also just like getting that sensation going, like getting unnumb basically. So yeah.
It's brought back so much sensation, and I wouldn't have even thought I was numb, but now that I'm exploring more, I'm seeing how much I was, because I feel so much more during sex. I feel,
oh my God, yes. It's insane. Like the amount of sensation that I feel inside now from penetration is out of this world. It's like I didn't even know that it was possible to like feel that much sensation. It's crazy.
Yeah, you ladies. So if you've been like, how this happens is like just doing it, just doing sex for somebody else, just doing the motions, disconnecting from your body while it's happening, not being present, not maybe doing it with people you don't actually want to.
There's the biggest butterfly outside. Sorry, that was crazy.
Oh, cool. Yeah, so all of those things, and then maybe using vibrators too much, stuff like that. So reawaken your pussy and go check it out. I will put the link in the bio. And oh my gosh, we've just had so much fun.
Yeah. And then, so definitely like the yoni wands are amazing. Also butt plugs are amazing. And there's a crystal butt plug that I want to get. It's like on my desire list. It's like, I want to get a rose quartz butt plug, but I love playing with butt plugs, having sex like with a butt plug in, or being eaten out with a butt plug in. It's all amazing. What do you think?
Yes. No, I love it. I actually have one. Should I grab it? I kind of want to show it because it has like a little cute crystal. Let's see.
Yeah. I have one with a crystal too.
Yeah, mine's just a cute little one. See, it's got a little.
I love it.
Yeah, this one's just like a beginner, cute little one. Like, you're good, like basic. I do kind of like a little bit bigger, but this is my cute little one that happened to be right there. But yeah, booty play is great, you guys. There's sensations in there. You can actually have a different type of orgasm from anal. Mm-hmm. So, ladies, oh my gosh, I've actually had some ladies like ask me like how and why, and like they think it's disgusting.
Okay, I literally just had this happen recently. A guy was like fingering my butt, like, and he was like pressing into my vagina, like through my booty, like almost like putting his fingers like that. Ooh. And I have never felt that before, and it was like orgasmic. It was amazing. Like, oh my God, it was so good.
Yeah, it's like your booty G-spot.
Yeah, it literally felt like that. I was like, almost like he was like reaching into my G-spot, like through my booty. It was like, ooh, it was so good.
I bet that's a thing. I've felt that before, but I don't Yeah, I didn't like put a name to it or anything, but I bet that's the thing.
It was definitely like amazing. So I would definitely recommend trying that out.
Yeah, and I personally, I'm not usually huge on just that. I like multiple sensations. So I usually like to be, a
Yeah,
vibrator.
he was eating me out at the same time, actually. So,
Oh,
yeah.
yes. We're eating out or something going on while that's happening. That's my favorite. That's what I prefer. And it just kind of like opens me up. And just real quick tip, because I've had some of my best friends ask me for tips. And the first time it may be uncomfortable and you do have to relax and fucking lube.
So
You
much
gotta
lube.
use.
So much lube. Yes.
You gotta use lube. This is a very sensitive area. You can get hurt. You can get fissures and whatever. So you gotta use lube. If you
A
don't
lot.
use lube, you're gonna hurt.
Yes. Oh
Usually.
my God. Don't even try it without lube.
Yeah, and if it starts not being good, grab some more lube. Like have it on hand. But yeah, booty play is fun, and I think it just brings a different sensation. I feel it feels so different.
Yes. 100%.
Yes, so I would recommend booty play and having fun, have toys or go through it. Do you have any recommendations or like tips for booty play?
I mean, I think that's the big one, using lube, and then also just letting yourself surrender to it and
Yeah.
like, yeah, and enjoying it.
Yeah, I would say there's a point that it kind of could be uncomfortable, but you have to like release and let go.
Hmm.
Maybe get some more lube or like what I found for me personally is when I'm turned on, it works better. So like make sure you're like in the mood and you're like, ooh, like let's do something different or like you're juicy and you're turned on. That's when it's gonna work better.
Yeah, I wouldn't have it like planned out and be like, oh my God, like we're gonna have anal tonight. Like it's more of like in the moment and like being like, I'm so turned on and like this would make it like that much hotter.
Yeah. Have some more fun. Okay, cool. So any last things to add? Any stories or anything?
Oh, what other naughtiness have I been up to lately?
Yeah, what's one of your favorite stories that you could share?
um, hmm. I have so many stories. I mean, I think one of my favorite stories was my birthday party this year. So I actually threw a play party for my birthday and it was fairy princess themed. So I had fairy wing party favors for everyone. And oh my God, it was just so me, which I love. And it's funny, I actually don't even think I had like any crazy hookups that night, but I just loved being in the ambiance of everyone walking around in their lingerie and like all my friends there. Okay,
Yep.
so that wasn't really a sex story, but that was just amazing.
Yeah.
But I think also one of my favorite stories was with me, you, and another one of our friends. And we ended up like having like an impromptu foursome and just like playing around. And we took some like really cute pictures. And that was just like really naughty and fun and like impromptu. I love like the spontaneous like naughtiness.
Yeah. Oh, yay. I'm glad that you love that. I still have that picture. It's really
Oh my God,
cute.
it's such a good picture.
I add like a filter on it and it looked like a professional shoot.
It's like really like three of us girls with basically like our booties up, and we all look like triplets because we're all like just blonde girls. We're like, oh my God, it's so funny.
Yeah, it's a really good picture. I like it a lot. So, oh, I'm so glad that you loved that one. That was really fun. It was super impromptu. It was a good time. That was a while ago. That was
That was like 2 years ago. Yeah.
like yeah, we've had lots of fun. I love it. Awesome. Well, ladies, gents, feel free to comment, ask any questions in the podcast or the YouTube. Like, drop any questions. We will definitely get back to you. I will respond to them. Maybe I'll answer them on the next podcast or YouTube video. So, like, let me know. DM me if you want it to be, not public. That's fine. DM me on Sexy Biz Babe. And then where can we find you?
So I am on Instagram at coaching.by.stephanie.
Yes. So all the links will be in the bio. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is so juicy. Share it with your friends. Maybe a lady's wondering about having a threesome, or she wants to try booty play, or just like explore. Like send this to her. Share it somewhere. We want to reach more ladies because we got some good tips in here.
I love it. Yay.
Yay. Thank you so much, Stephanie.
Thanks, Tia.